Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. I am Jamie Beth. Today we're going to talk about the 10 palettes that I cannot live without. So if I had to only pick 10 palettes out of my entire collection of eyeshadow palettes, these are going to be the 10 that I choose, and we're going to jump right in. The first one is this one right here. This is the BH Cosmetics Candy Shop, or Sweet Shop, I'm sorry, and it is the Bubblegum palette. Here is what the bubblegum palette looks like on the inside. Isn't it gorgeous? I do have the shade right here. That is the blue that you see on my eyes currently. I love the blues. This is all of the blues I ever wanted in a palette, and I just absolutely love them. I just think the formulation of these Sweet Shop palettes is just wonderful. I don't know if BH Cosmetics sells these anymore, so I'm so sorry if they don't. I do believe they still do. But if they don't, I apologize for showing you guys something that you can't even buy. However, it is in my top 10 list of palettes that I can't live without. So if I only had to pick 10 palettes, this is going to be right up there. The next one is the Sweet Shop Cherry on Top palette, and that is these gorgeous pinky red shades. Now, it's these shades on top here, these three right here, these shimmer shades, is the reason why I put this palette in this video. The next one is the Modern Renaissance palette. I think if I had to choose any ABH palette, it would be this one. So here is the Modern Renaissance palette. Again, I love it. You can go day and night. You can do a whole bunch of different looks with it. I love these shades. I don't have these shades in any other palette, and that is just a palette that I always go to. The next one that I want to show you guys is this one. This is the Just My Luck palette, and I chose this one just because of the greens. Greens and blues are shades that I could probably wear every single day. I just absolutely love green shadows and blue shadows. I don't know what it is. I'm so drawn to them all the time. So I had to add this one to my list of palettes I can't live without. The next one is going to be this one. This is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. And I chose this one because it is a beautiful neutral palette. And I just think that I need, you know, amongst all the colorful ones that I've chosen, I need a good neutral one. And again, this is a palette that I'm drawn to most every day, and I use most every day. So I would definitely keep this one if I was only able to have 10. The next palette I'm going to talk about is this one. This is the Smoke Show palette. It is now called Blowing Smoke. So if you were to look on Colourpop's website, it's called Blowing Smoke. I would open this up and show you what it looks like, but I recently dropped it and I'm so bummed. I'll kind of try to show it to you guys. I dropped it, and this one on the end totally shattered, and all of them fell out. I had to put them back in, and it's a mess now. But as you can see, blacks, grays, whites, they're all in here, and I just think if I had to only choose 10 palettes for the rest of my life, I need to have a palette like this in the collection, because you definitely need some good black shadows. The next one I'm going to show you is this one. This is the Colourpop Garden Variety palette. I know I have a lot of Colourpop palettes. That is probably one of my most favorite brands. But this is what the Garden Variety palette looks like. Again, you got some beautiful colors. These shimmer shades are next level. I just absolutely love them. This is a great formulation. This palette was very well made, and I wish it got more recognition, because I really do think it's a great palette and should be talked about more. But you got some neutrals, those pops of colors, the shimmers, everything is there. I love this palette. Next one I'm going to tell you guys about is the Colourpop All That palette. This is a great palette because it has the reddish tones, and I do love it because of that. It has some deeper red. This red shade right here is so pigmented, and it's one of my favorite red colors. That is why I chose this palette to go in that collection, because of this shade right here, because I do need some more pinky, some more reds, and I don't have that in these other palettes that I just showed you. The next one is more of a face palette. Actually, the next two are more of face palettes than eyeshadow palettes, but this is the OFRA, what is this one called? Good to Go palette. And I just gotta show you guys this. I got this in BoxyCharm, I believe, but here is what it looks like. This highlight in the middle is so awesome on your eyelid, as well as that beautiful green here. That beautiful green shade right here. This is a gorgeous shimmer shade. Like, it just, I love it as a pop of color on that lower lash line. And then you have a bronzer, you have a blush, you have other shimmer shades. I mean, you have a couple matte shades that are great for transition. So this is a great total face type of palette, and I absolutely love it, and I can't live without it. It's one of my ultimate favorite palettes, just because I can take this one palette with me and do an entire face look with it, and I love that. I love that about it. The next one I'm going to talk about is my Scott Barnes, oops, I have it upside down, my Scott Barnes face palette. This is a contouring palette. It does have like one little blush color on the end here, but this is a great little universal palette. I can actually, well, I do sometimes create eyeshadow looks with this. If I wanted to have just kind of a nudie, natural type of day, I go to this. And plus it is a contour and bronzing palette as well. And I just kind of figure I should have some face palettes in my top 10 if I'm only allowed to keep 10 palettes for the rest of my life. These are the palettes that I cannot live without. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and remember to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, as well as the notification bell next to it to be notified of all of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.